Hello and welcome to another Tuesday Talk. This is Rob Allen with Stromquist and Company. This is our fourth episode. We've been doing this for 1 month now, and I'm pretty pumped about that. If we were trying to lose weight or quit smoking and we hit the 1 month milestone, that would be a pretty big deal, and I'm pretty happy with that. We've got a lot of good feedback. We've got a lot of cool ideas that have been thrown our way via email and some very different things that we're trying to get done for you, all based off of Tuesday Talk. So those of you guys that are looking at it every week, I really appreciate it. I can definitely see who's looking and who isn't based on our metrics and our email system. So I really appreciate it. This week's going to be kind of neat. So I'm going to give away some stuff. I'm actually going to give away an Amazon Fire Stick to a couple lucky folks. So stay tuned and I'll tell you how to win here just in a little bit. All right, let's talk about this week's product spotlight. This is pretty darn cool. So we sell several manufacturers' drives. These are the main three that we sell and we stock. So you can see based on the bottom there, the bold items and the grayed out items are the ones that we actually stock. And what this chart does here for you is it shows you the corresponding part numbers for all the various drives. The neat thing that you may not know about all three of these manufacturers is that they're all buying the same drive from the same place. So the meat and potatoes of the drive are the same across all three platforms. The only thing that you're going to see is a little bit of a difference in how the drive is programmed in their particular interface. But again, the drives are the same. So what does this mean for you? Well, it means that if you're sold on a particular manufacturer and you happen to find yourself in a position where we don't have your particular drive in stock, you've got options. We've got this chart here that'll show you. Our inside sales guys know how to cross-reference these drives from one to the other. And I'm actually going to show you in a minute how to do that on our website in case you don't know how to do that. But let's just say you call up, you're normally a Johnson Controls VFD guy. We happen to be out of stock on that particular model that you need today. And you've got to have it right this way, or right today, I'm sorry. Honeywell and Siemens, we're going to give you the part numbers. You'll be able to see that that's in stock and you can buy it. Let's say that you just need the least expensive drive that we offer that's a certain horsepower and 480 volt NEMA 1. Call up, ask us what the least expensive of the three is. We'll tell you, and you can take that one home today with a big old red bow on it. So pretty cool stuff. This should help you out a lot. Our drives are very, very competitive, price-wise and what they do wise, with any of the other manufacturers that are out there. So quality, all that kind of stuff, uncompromised. Give us a shout if you're not buying drives from us, and let us see what your current pricing is and how we need to tweak that. If you want a live demo, we can certainly send Tim Shambly out and he can show you everything. We've got it down where we can program these drives in about 36 seconds and they work flawlessly. That's no gimmick, not doing anything weird. Our drives are excellent. All right, let me show you real quick how to do the website and how you can pull up and see this stuff. All right, so here's the website. You've got a couple ways. If you know your part number, you can enter it up here in the search function. If you don't know your part number, which a lot of you probably are not, I don't know part numbers off the top of my head and have put those into memory. So if you're like me, come into product categories, click on variable frequency drives, and let's just say we're looking for a 480 volt NEMA 1, 5 horsepower. All right, what that's going to do is pull up those three drives. It's going to show you what we currently have in stock and the price for each. So it looks like this particular time Siemens is going to win for the least expensive drive. It's not always going to be that way. Sometimes, there's a 10 horsepower drive that one of the other two guys might be least expensive on. So it all just depends. But in this case, we're a pretty darn good distributor in that we have 2, 3, and 2 of each of these in stock. So we're trying to do our part. We hope that you guys will do yours and give us a fair shake on your drive business. If you're curious, give us a shout. We'll square your way. We obviously have a lot of them in stock, and they're very, very price competitive. All right, so moving right along. Let's see, this week's tech tip. This is how to set up time sync in Niagara. Michael is going to go through a very thorough overview of what this means and how to do it on our resource site. If you have not joined our resource site this week, or if you have not joined it yet, it's bas.stromquist.com. Click on the register link and within a few minutes or an hour, we'll get you access to the site, and you can go in and see all of the tech tips, and specifically this one, how to set up time sync in Niagara. All right, Honeywell Momentum. That's taking place this year, September 20th to the 23rd in Palm Desert, California, just outside of Palm Springs. The early bird discount closes on July 15th. So if you want to save yourself $300, I can't see why you wouldn't. Why don't you go ahead and register yourself before July 15th? If you've been to Momentum, you know how great it is, how awesome it is, and you're definitely going to go again. If you've never been to a Honeywell Momentum, you're not one of those I don't go to conferences kind of guy. I would say that if you're ever kind of thinking about maybe if you should have gone and maybe regretted a couple times if you didn't, this would be the time to go. Reason being is Niagara 4 release is right around the corner. Obviously, we know that Honeywell owns tritium. I don't think that they would go out there with an empty gun right around time release of Niagara 4 without a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So I suspect that they're going to thoroughly explain Niagara 4, show us Niagara 4, demo Niagara 4. You're just going to see Niagara 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 all over the place. And I think that's definitely something that you're going to want to see. On top of that, I know that they're definitely going to unveil the LCBS option, their light commercial building solution. I've actually had a sneak peek of that, and I was pretty impressed. I thought it was really good. The cool thing about it is it's scalable. So if you have those smaller commercial buildings that just aren't quite savvy enough or big enough, or for whatever reason they don't make sense for a full-blown BAS system with a Jace and all that kind of good stuff, we've now got an option, or we'll soon have an option unveiled at Momentum this year, of a scalable option that we can get in there on the ground floor and make a pathway to go up to where you're offering data analytics and all that kind of stuff via Jace and a supervisor. Honeywell Momentum, be there. Or maybe they say be square. All right, corny joke of the day number 1. Moving right along. All right, we talked about that there was going to be a giveaway this week. So, the inaugural giveaway. So, I'm going to call out some folks. Tina Mershon, Paul Morin, Joe Shepard. Congratulations. The first one of you to call me, or to text me, or to send me an email, or to tweet at me, I'm going to give you a Amazon Fire Stick. Pretty cool little thing. You just plug it into the HDMI spot in the back of your television, and you're now able to stream Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO Go, Pandora, ESPN, all that kind of good stuff right from that little stick there. The cool thing about Amazon that I like over the rest of them is that it's very portable, and up until about 6 weeks ago, there was not a manufacturer that made a streaming stick that could bypass that extra encryption that the hotels offer when you have to go in there and click terms and conditions, all that kind of stuff. Amazon made the interface where you can actually go in there and do that. So I actually hooked it up today in the hotel that I'm in down here in Orlando, Florida, and I'm rocking and rolling with my Fire Stick and streaming some Netflix while I'm bored out of my mind in my hotel at night. So Tina Mershon, Paul Moore, and Joe Shepard, the first one of you guys before 5 o'clock today, Tuesday, to give me a shout and let me know that you saw this, I'll give you a free Fire Stick. If you're not one of those 3 guys and you're super bummed, hang on for a little bit longer. I'm going to give you a chance to win one of your own. All right, calendar of events. We're still looking at late July for Contractor Day, so we're about 3 weeks away. Possibly may run into August, but it's still looking like late July. We're going to have CyberPro, SkyFoundry, KMC, IntelligentBuildings.com, and Ed Merwin, the godfather of controls, is going to come and talk to us about tritium and Niagara 4. IntelligentBuildings.com is going to give us a boot camp on what an intelligent building is and how you go, why you need it, and how you go about selling it. August 3rd to the 7th, I just found out, is going to be AX certification. So this will be your last opportunity to get AX certified. Now you may be asking yourself, why the heck would I want to do that? Well, let's just think. You've got pretty much every one of your projects that you have out there right now are AX. And you've got some folks that you're bringing up through the channels. This is a great way to get those guys up to speed on what AX is. And then you go get your more seasoned folks done on Niagara 4. Give me a shout if you want to get squared away on this. This is going to be the last AX certification that we're going to be able to get you into. Like I said, September 20th to the 23rd, Honeywell Momentum out in California. All right, this week's biz tip. I get a ton of email. I'm sure that you do too. If you've got an Exchange server, this is a way to filter your email into a more easily accessible way. So what I basically do is make a filter for different categories. So if you'll see there, that's my iPhone screenshot. So I've got a category or a filter rather for VIP, inbox, CC'd email, SQL, something that's internal, I'll tell you about in a second, and then finally follow-up. So what I did is I made a VIP filter. So a few of you folks that keep me on my toes all the time and you require quick responses, you go right to my VIP folder, and my workflow when I come out of a meeting or I need to check email or something like that, and I come out and there's 25 of them, I check them right in that order: VIP, then inbox, CC, SQL, and follow up. Then my inbox. So if my name is in the to field, it goes to that. If I'm CC'd, it goes to my inbox CC field. And then SQL is actually, I get notification of all the quotes and orders that come in, so I can view those, and those are separated out from the rest of my email. And then follow up. There's no filter set up for that one, but that's just basically a folder that I have that I need to follow up on something. So be it a quote or an order or an issue or whatever it is, I just move my email from one of those folders above into that follow-up folder. And then my hard, fast rules at the end of the day, the last thing that I do is make sure that my follow-up folder is clear of all the email that I need to follow up on. Sometimes I'll even send an email to myself that I'll move into my follow-up folder as a note or something like that. So if you want a little further dive into how to actually do this, I can certainly help you out. It's just all done with Outlook filters or Exchange filters, what you would probably want to Google. And then to set it up on your iPhone screen, just click that edit button up there in the top right, and then click the folders that you want to show up there at the top, and you can actually unclick some of them if you don't want to see them anymore, and those will go away. If you need help with Android, I know we got a couple guys in the office that do have Androids, and we can get you a quick overview of how to do that as well too. So that's this week's biz tip. I think it's pretty cool. I know it helps me keep on top of my email and keep me sane throughout the week. All right, I told you there was going to be another way for you folks to win that Apple Fire TV stick. All you got to do is one of two things, or both if you want. If you go and follow me at Stromrob on Twitter, you're entered. If you're already on Twitter and you tweet at me with one of those hashtags, BizTip, Tech Tip, or Tuesday Talk, you're entered. Once I get 5 entries, I'm going to pick one of those guys at random out of a hat or something like that, and you're going to get a Fire TV stick as well. So again, follow me at Stromrob, tweet at me one of those hashtags, a little message if you want, or just that. That way I know that you're locked in and you're in that social media craze. And then if you actually click on following under my name, you can see a lot of the folks that I follow as well too, and I would suggest that you follow them because they're really pumping out some very good information. All right, so Tina Mershon, Paul Moore, and Joe Shepard, first one of you guys to give me a shout and let me know that you saw Tuesday Talk, you're going to win that Fire Stick. Any of you, the rest of you guys, follow the instructions I just gave you, and you'll get one too, as long as we have at least 5. Thanks so much. This is episode 4 of Tuesday Talk with Rob Allen, and I look forward to catching up with you all soon.